Hello, welcome back to the channel. We're going to get into a reading or maybe just a discussion. I don't quite know how this is going to go. It's just something that's been put on my heart to discuss with you guys today. I don't know how it's going to go because already since I sat down to do this discussion, my feelings have already changed a little bit because I'm seeing things in a different light. So I may have to pull some cards on this situation, but then again, it may just be a discussion, but we'll see how it goes. But if you guys haven't heard already, Halle Bailey and DDG finally announced the birth of their beautiful, and I'm assuming he's beautiful because all babies are beautiful, son by the name of Halo. So congratulations to them and welcome them to the show. Hello, Haley. Hello, DDG. Hello, baby Halo. Oh, so cute. So they are a happy family at this moment, as you guys saw. I saw them very much in the most happiest moment that I have ever seen them on Christmas when she was opening up her gifts. DDG just really just showed out for her on Christmas. He bought her so many wonderful gifts that I'm sure that she probably could buy herself, but the point is that he went out and did all this for her, and he opened up some gifts that she bought him that he was very excited about too. So they just seemed like they were so happy. I just never seen them so happy like this, and I'm just so proud to see that with this young couple. At that time, they were still kind of hiding the baby, but we can tell by her body that she had a baby. But you know how we feel after we have our baby, especially the first baby. You just feel like, okay, you're so happy, so overjoyed that your baby is here, and even though your body is not the same, but you're just so happy, you got that load up out of you. So it just seemed like she was just happy and she was enjoying, her family at the time. They were still kind of hiding it at the time. So but we kind of knew. But she finally came out and announced it. It's just like, how can you hide something so beautiful like that? And that kind of what the discussion is about. Is about why did she hide the baby? Okay. Now, when I first wanted to do this thing, I was just like really questioning her integrity, really, because I felt like, to lie about a situation like that, it's like, where's the integrity of this? You're supposed to be somebody's mother and all that. And I looked up the word integrity. What's the definition of integrity? It means having quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. That's what I felt like I was going to talk about mainly today. But as I was sitting here thinking, it was like, Haley, you can just kind of tell by her spirit that she is a kind-hearted person. You were hoping, because we don't really know these celebrities, but you just kind of feel like she just such a kind-hearted person. Then I thought about it. Well, is she really? Because they was hanging out with Blueface and Chris Sean, and when he came out, when DDG came out and wrote his song, he called her a famous bee. It's like, what? Why did you disrespect her like that? She didn't say nothing about that. She stayed with him, and then her and her sister came out with an album called Unholy Hour or something like that she wrote about. So it's like, does she really have integrity? So I really was coming on here to question her integrity. Why did she lie to her fans, and why did she lie to people and all that stuff like that? But then as I was sitting here, it kind of changed a little bit, and it's like, why did she lie? It's not just as simple as lying, because like I said, she don't have to tell nobody anything. She could easily get pregnant and just go and nest with her baby and spend time with her baby bump to get to know her baby, and don't have to tell anybody. Nobody's owed no type of explanation in her life at all, and that's just the truth of the matter. But then it just got a little deeper to me. It's like, that's a reason why she felt the need to hide the baby. And so I kind of want to just kind of get into that and just see, what do we unravel with that. Because at this time, she's 23 years old. She's an adult. She's able to make her own decisions. So it shouldn't be nobody's decision but hers and DDG about how they're going to handle the pregnancy. So it's nobody's business for that. But is there people around her that could possibly have influenced her to hide her pregnancy? And that's what's more concerning to me. It's like, when you're pregnant, you have to create a wholesome environment for the baby to even be born into. Not just when the baby physically get here, but also when you're carrying the baby. To carry the baby, and to carry the baby in shame or to carry the baby because you're embarrassed, that does something spiritually to the baby. Okay, and so that's not a safe environment in your own womb for the baby to be born into. And so that left me with some type of concern, like who would create an environment for her where she couldn't come out and be honest? Because if you ever been pregnant before, usually when you're pregnant at the first beginning, you may have some people maybe in your family, depending on your age or depending on your situation, that may have their own opinions about it. And sometimes these people are important to you, that their opinion does matter. And if they go against you in any kind of way, that can create a feeling in you that can carry on to your baby. Okay, just because you love and respect them, that don't mean that they're gonna always respect all your decisions, because you, at some point, she's a young adult, but she's still an adult, and you have to respect an adult's opinion. I mean, an adult's choices. Period. And sometimes parents, sometimes don't. Family sometimes don't, especially if they're very religious or something like that. So I just kind of left me to think: was there an environment where she had to hide the baby, where she had to lie about it? We know that she's a celebrity, so, and she had a lot of projects going on in her life. I still would not let a job dictate whether or not I'm gonna have a baby or not. And most jobs, not just her job, but even if you work a regular job, if you go in there and they knew you was pregnant, they wouldn't hire you. Even though it's illegal to do that, they still will find a reason not to hire you, because they don't want you to come in, because they want you to be more dedicated to the job than you are to a family. And if you guys ever had children, small children, and you worked at a job, and if you had to call in sometimes because a baby was sick or something like that, sometimes your manager would have the audacity to tell you, can somebody else take your baby to the doctor? Can somebody else care for your sick baby? And it's like the audacity of you to even ask that. It's like, I'm the mother, I'm going to be the one to take care of my child. So I can just imagine her working for Disney, her working, for the color purple. She's doing all those type of things. Could those people influence her? Also, it left me to think, how did her family handle her being pregnant? Because we all know that she spent a lot of time with DDG and his family. And well, we really never seen her with her other family, her biological family. Only people we saw her with was Chloe. And at some point, she wasn't even with Chloe in the same room no more. Now she was just only FaceTiming Chloe. So did her family shun her? Did her family shame her in some type of way? Did they even disown her? Because it's like she was strictly with DDG and his families. And the one thing that I know about babies is that when babies are born into shame or embarrassment in the womb, that can have a spiritual impact on the baby in a negative way. It can also create a birth trauma. It also can, after these mothers that go through shame and all of that, when they're pregnant, they can also they have a high rate of experiencing, what do you call it, postpartum depression. And so I don't wish that on her at all. I hope that she didn't have to go through nothing like that, and that I'm just discussing. But this is just not strictly about her. I'm just talking about her because it's just a case that we can talk about, because I'm not saying that this actually happened with her, but I'm just saying for any girl that's out there right now that's experiencing this situation, what you have to do is, when you finally decide that you're going to be a mother, that you decided that I am going to carry this birth to full term. I do want this baby. And you have a partner with you. You guys it's up to you, and it's your responsibility to create a safe space for you to carry this baby in a non-biased situation where you won't have to experience any trauma or anything like that. Now, yes, it's traumatizing if you have to leave your family behind, but you have to realize that you are now going to be somebody's mother, and you now have your own family to worry about. You have your own well-being to worry about. You have your own baby to worry about. You're no longer the baby. Okay, you're no longer the baby because you decided to be someone's mother. You decided to take on the responsibility of being someone's mother, to be the lead and the head of your family now. So it's up to you to create that. And now I'm looking at DDG in a different light than what I looked at him before. Now, yes, he could have married her and took away some of that shame and carried that burden with her. All he had to do was marry her. But then a lot of people say that's not the answer sometimes. But I do think that you do receive a covenant when you do receive a marriage. When you do marry the right person now if you marry a demon, then yeah, it's a different type of covenant you just created for you and your family. But if you marry a man that you feel like is a good man, okay, a godly man, a man that has morals and standards, okay, that has principles, then you do receive a covenant, okay, that's going to cover your marriage, that's going to cover your family. I strongly believe that. And I feel like when DDG stepped up to the plate, because at this point we saw her with nothing but his family. Now, like again, he could have married her. I don't think he did, but it's a possibility he could have did that secretly as well. But I look at him differently because his family accepted her 100%. And it seemed like they created a space for her that was safe, that was unbiased, where they celebrated the baby. Because you saw on Christmas, they did their family, they record everything. And you saw that they really put in that work to make sure that if this is what she wanted to do, she wanted to hide it, she wanted to, not let people know because of her career. They put forth every effort to try to disguise it and to cut this and cut that and edit this, and they really tried. And for that, I really applaud him for that, for standing up to the plate and being that man that she needed. Okay, she had needs, and he really tried his best, and his family tried their best to meet those needs. And so for that is a real family. That's a real true family. They accepted her. They accepted because they love DDG. And I'm assuming they love her too. And the way they was acting, they love this baby being brought into to their family as well. They welcome this baby. I'm not saying her family didn't. I don't see signs that they did. Okay, and it just leads me to believe, why did she feel the need to hide it? Okay, she probably didn't feel safe to let it out. And then a lot of people was in my comment section saying, well, the world is evil and the world is this, and I would hide my baby too. Now, the world itself is not evil. What makes the world evil is the people that's in it. Okay, let's just keep it real. The people in this world make it evil. So you got to look at the people that you surround yourself by, because I do look at this generation here, especially the generation she's with and maybe her fans. Okay, if she felt the need to hide it from her fans, it's like, girl, you need to change your fan base. Okay, because some people, like I said, there are some people that have evil spirits. Okay, they don't wish you good. Some people just watch you just to see you fail. Some people watch you just to look for your flaws so that they can point it out in the comment section. Okay, so yes, we are surrounded by evil people, and I get that. But I feel like you have to surround yourself with good people, because there are good people in the world too. We can't forget that as well. There are good people out there, and good people are not always yes people. Good people don't always agree with you. Some people have to go against the grain sometimes just to try to give you good wisdom so you can see things in a different type of way. So just because people disagree with you don't make them evil. But some people do have evil spirits. And that brings me to talk about this generation of kids now, because during Christmas holiday I saw a lot of things on the news where people were kids, okay, kids, 14, 15-year-old, hurting their family, offing their family because of Christmas gifts. I seen kids cussing out their parents because a parent bought them an Xbox instead of a PlayStation 5. I've heard the story where a 10-year-old offed his mother because she took his game console from him and wouldn't allow him to order up more games, because he was on punishment. He offed her with her own weapon. And so this generation itself is kind of evil. Okay, they kind of demonic in a just to keep it mildly. I'm not gonna even sugarcoat it. Okay, they are. And it's just like, what is happening? What is happening? Because when you get to the point that you can't even go to a concert with your peers, and the energy that you guys are creating in that concert is creating an astral world, you got to question yourself. You got to question yourself, and you got to question the people that's around you. Like, why did your energy cause you guys to wrap up in each other, entwine in each other, and smother each other, and trample on each other, and hurt each other? Because there was nobody there with a weapon. There was nobody there that instructed y'all to do that. That was your own energy that created that. So this generation, Generation Z and Generation Alpha, really need to question their own integrity, okay? Because at this point, it is getting kind of scary for you guys, okay? For you guys, it's getting very scary for you because I can read some of the comments, and it's like some of the comments that people think that they can type into your channel that you created. It's like the audacity for me. But what I want you guys to know is that when you type your comments, you leave your energy there. Okay. So if you leave bad energy there, you best believe that bad energy gonna be sent back to you. Okay. So please don't think that you can just leave any type of comment, that you can do all type of bad things and it's not going to come back to you, because it definitely will. Okay, that's just how the laws of the universe works. So you need to think about that before you sit down and type everything. And then that just tells you another thing, that leads me to another thing. You see a lot of content creators, and not just content creators, but people that's on the social media, talking about how they have no friends, how they never had a boyfriend or girlfriend, how they never had this, never had that, don't have this, don't have that. It's like, well, you got to question your energy, baby. Okay, look in the mirror. Okay, do you like what you see in the mirror? Maybe not, because if you're wearing a wig, if you have to go get surgery for your body, if you have to go do all this stuff to alter yourself, for what? For what? That means you don't like yourself. So you really need to, and I know people say, I did it for myself. No, I see some of these girls before surgery and they are beautiful, and they don't see the beauty in themselves. That's fine. That's fine. And they went and get all this stuff done to them. And then it's like, but wait till you see how your body gonna look when that fat come back. You're gonna like a little grizzly bear, okay? Wait until you take that wig off that you've been wearing for the last 5 years, baby. You're not gonna have no edges, no hair, no nothing, okay? To the point that you're gonna have to be forced to wear that wig. It's like, look in the mirror and like what you see in the rawest form. Okay, and I think that everybody needs to do this. Okay, look in the mirror and see. Now, there's nothing wrong with working out. That's going to help your mental, that's going to help your body, that's going to help you in a spiritual way. Put in that work for yourself. Okay, spend time with yourself. And most of you guys, like I said, you feel like you don't have no friends, you don't have no girlfriend, boyfriends, you don't have nothing like that. Well, you don't have that in a time where you guys have social media, you have iPhones, you have all type of phones where not only can you call somebody that's local to you, you can talk to somebody around the world, and you are so alone and you so by yourself. Okay, that's because you don't even like your friends, your peers energy, and they probably don't like your energy as well. Okay, because you guys are not giving out the right type of energy to pull people to you. You giving out the energy that make people want to repel, push you away. And especially in this time where you can be more connected than anything. Because when I was growing up, all we had was a telephone, a landline, okay? And in order for you to communicate with your peers, you have to be at home at a certain time when they call you, okay? And then you got to go through your mama. Your mama got to even allow you to be on the phone. Okay, so we really put in effort to keep our connections together, because in order for me to want to call you and me be home to receive your call, we have to like each other mutually. Okay, we have to be connected on more on the spiritual level, because honey, we didn't even have, all we had was payphones, maybe a pager, and then you had the landline with your mom and them at home, and you only had one phone, maybe one or two phones in the house that you had to share with the whole family. So we had to put in that work to really want to talk to each other, and we did. Okay, we made it work. I was constantly on the phone with somebody, line constantly beeping, somebody calling in. Girl, what you doing? Boys, when they called my house, honey, they had to go through my mean mama. My mom would cuss almost every boy. I was like, Mom, you don't even know him. Well, what he calling my house for? He ain't calling for you, girl. He calling for me. Okay, so work have to be put in, and you guys are not willing to put in the work, and then you are more connected than anything, but yet you're more alone. So again, you got to check your energy at the door. You need to check yourself at the door. Okay, especially before you bring a baby into this world, because that baby, when that baby is in your womb, that baby is surrounded by your energy, the energy that's surrounding you. Okay, if you are feeling shamed while the baby is in your womb, that baby is going to feel that. Okay, because while you think that when the baby is born, the baby knows his mother, and it even knows his father. If the father was there and talking and being around, the baby would know his mother and father upon arrival. So that means he's feeling everything, he's hearing everything, he or she is going through everything that you go through. Okay, so you have to make sure you create a safe environment, one that's with integrity, with morals, with good spirit, good energy surrounding you and your baby while the baby is in your womb. Okay, so we're gonna just pull some cards at the end, just see what was her environment like, with her own family when it comes to her pregnancy. I mean, we're talking about Haley, okay? Because like I said, I'm gonna give kudos to DDG for creating a good environment for her and her baby. Her family, his family was wonderful. They really was. They were so loving. And all holidays, she spent all holidays with them. And I'm not saying she didn't go around her family at all. She just didn't televise it at all, and they did, and they really worked hard to keep her secret because she wanted to keep it secret, and she worked very hard. They worked very hard to keep it, and they a family that record everything, okay, and they all came together for that. So kudos to DDG, okay, shout out to DDG, okay, and I hope that he make it official and create a wholesome family for him and Haley and baby Halo. Okay, and whatever that looks like. So let's see, what was the energy around Halle Bailey and her family? Okay, we're gonna start with her father. Okay, her father and mother. What was the energy around her father and mother when it comes to her pregnancy? Okay, divine angels, if you can give me the best cards for that, thank you. So the energy I pulled here is the Ten of Pentacles. It was like money contentment, signing of money agreements. So this seemed like they was more focused on her career and focused on her money and focused on, the contracts that she had signed. Okay, they said they wanted to keep the money going here. Okay, I feel like they worked so hard to get her in the place that she was, and they didn't want her to lose it. So they said that she had a lot going on, a lot of contracts, a lot of money. So therefore, they was content with, things being how it was with the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so it definitely was surrounded around money with them. And then we got that Knight of Wands energy, a man over the age of 25. Okay, it says, this person right here has light color eyes, maybe light color hair. But this person became restless, outspoken, and ambition. So this person right there, this could be her father, maybe. But it seemed like he had more passion on her career and her making it. Okay, this could be also but more focused on her work. Again, he was very ambitious, so he wanted her to continue to be ambitious. But they said that with the Seven of Cups. Okay, now with the Seven of Cups, it said all that glitters not gold, look beyond the clouds, money improvement. Now with this card right here, as you can see, there's a lot going on in those cups. We got right here in the middle of everything a sacrifice. Did they not want her to have the baby? Did they want her to sacrifice the baby in some type of way? And when I say sacrifice, which means try to talk her out of it, okay? Maybe, it's like now it's not the time, okay? I know you may love and I know you may want this, but now it's not the time for you, Haley, okay? We got the devil here, okay? We got family, we got a household, we got all-seeing eye, we got somebody overseeing it all, we got a snake in these cups, so everything in these cups is not good. But these cups are supposed to be filled with love, joy, happiness. And it's almost like, if this is Haley here, it's almost like she couldn't even make her own decision. It's like she was a non-factor here. She was almost like a shadow. She had so many people around her making decisions for her. And she had to choose between the cups, okay? And it seemed like with this cup, she probably chose family. She probably couldn't be with her own family, okay? So it seems like when it comes to her family, it was all about money and opportunities and possibilities. And they gave her a choice, that she had to make a choice. And I think she decided to make the choice, and and we know the choice that she finally made. Okay, so let's look at the energy when it comes around her and DDG's family. Okay, because we kind of saw how it was, but we just want to see what the cards have to say about Haley when it comes to DDG and his family. What is the energy around her and her pregnancy? Okay, when it came to them, it seems like it was the Ace of Cups, security and a helping hand. Yeah, they said they was going to help out in the situation. Okay. And I see right here with the cups, this is the cup pouring over. It's almost like they had a lot of love for her. It's like they was going to fulfill her cup. Like her cup was fulfilled when she was with them, and it was running over. It was a lot of love coming out of these cups with the Ace of Cups, and a lot of love for her itself. Okay, because the Ace is like one. So this is Halle. The cup overflowed for her. Okay, but then we got this Justice card. Okay, it was like legal situation or legal. So again, legal documents here. The police finding out things and the truth of the matter and affecting the balance here. So they came in and they created some type of justice here. Now, when it comes to the justice card, okay, and it's falling up under the King of Wands here, it could be some kind of justice for her when it came to her father, or again, I remember when I did her reading, it was some type of legal documents that was being signed, or some type of legal documentation, even in her reading when I was reading about her and her baby, her pregnancy. Again, here go another card that speaks about justice. It's like they came in and they balanced out the justice scale. Okay. But that seemed like there was a legal situation. Maybe even the police were probably involved in a situation right here. Followed by the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups means money lost, but it says all is not lost. If you look behind you, you still have two cups there that's standing there. See, now I'm feeling kind of teary. I feel tears want to come up because I feel like when it comes to Halle, the cups here that are wasted here was her family. Okay, she was sad to lose her family, but I see that DDG's family was behind her. Two cups, you got a new family here. Okay, because these cups are spilled over, and it's almost like spilling out with some type of red, almost spilling out with blood, and then this right here is spilling out with blue, with emotions and feelings. So I feel like, they open up their house, their family to her. They welcome her. Okay, so it's like she got an overflow of love when it comes to them. Okay, her family, now they was over there making money together. They were making sure that she was successful. They make sure that she focused on her money. But then with this Knight of Wands, this King of Wands, which could be her father. That's kind of what I'm seeing, because I asked about the mother and father up here. It seemed like he was more about that fiery energy, that Aries energy, okay, that big D energy. Like he just was like, no, this is what you're gonna do. He was like standing on his word, standing on it. Okay, he's like all about her career side. Like, don't mess up your life. Don't mess up your life because of this boy, or something like that. Okay, and you got to make a decision up here with her family. And then it seemed like she made that decision when it came to DDG and them family. And it's like, yes, it's one thing to be adopted in by a family, but you always want your original family. So there was some sadness here when it came to her original family, even though these two cups were standing behind her that represent DDG's family. But in the middle, there is some type of legal situation that could have possibly happened here. Okay, I don't know, girl. I don't know if they adopted. They said, we'll adopt you and the baby. We adopting you as the new family. Okay, and I don't know if there was some type of fiery situation that happened with her family where they had to come in and rescue her. But I do see a lot of justice here when it comes to DDG's family. Okay, let's see. Can we find out more about what happened with this justice situation? I'm gonna pull from the astrology cards because they usually give out a little more information. What is going on with this King of Wands and the Justice here? What happened with the King of Wands that caused the justice situation? Why is the Justice card here for Halle and DDG? Okay, it's a numerous. It speaks about a mystery. There was a mystery here with the pyramids. It speaks about the unknown, the unknownable. ESP, psychic abilities, the cosmos, universal truth, oneness, source, the unnameable, okay, the unnameable, shallow work, inner knowing, some type of inner knowing that they knew about, okay, a tingling feeling, ghost, the other world, space, enigma, the occult, intuition. Wow. It's almost like this King of Wands, he had signed her up with the Illuminati. He had already signed her up with Beyonce. So, yeah, that's close enough. So it's almost like, did they get her out of her contract? Did they help her out of her contract some kind of way? Give me more about this justice situation here when it comes to DDG's family. Okay, the only card that came out here is poverty. Okay, so again, it said this right here was about money loss, and it seemed like some type of poverty here. And you see a little boy here. So she may have taken a loss when it comes to her deciding to create the baby, to bring the baby here. And it's almost giving me homeless vibe too. Did she become homeless? Did they kick her out? And they took her in. Okay, it seemed like the police could have possibly been called as well. So, well, that's going to be the reading for now. It's 30 minutes in. I don't want to go make it too long. So we're going to stop right there. But again, I applaud DDG for stepping up to the plate, and his family taking her in and giving her the love and support, the security that she needed. Okay, because it seemed like her family was up there about money and situation, and told her to make a decision. And she decided to make this decision. And because the shame had already been put into her from the above, I guess she carried that through. But now she was brave enough to come out and say, yeah. And then you see the hands. I think that's so cute. I think that's DDG hand up under. That's her hand holding the baby hands. He's giving that security. That just like right here, that security and helping hand. So, and it seemed like they fought. For this situation, to let her know, we got your back. We can be your new family here. Okay. The cups up here was all this not glitter that goes when it comes to her family. Okay. It's saying they was all about that 10 of Pentacles. And she may have lost some things when it comes to contracts. And she may have had some loss when it comes to her career. But as far as DDG's and his family goes, they're going to give that security, that helping hand for her. And it's funny that security is in front of justice. It's like somebody had to come to her rescue, if you will, okay, for the halo, okay? So that's going to be the reading for Halle and her newborn baby, okay? I wish the best for them. And I feel like her and DDG is going to do the best that they can to raise Halo in a family that's loving, because DDG do come from a family that loves. I don't know if his father is there or not, but I'm hoping that he's going to step up to the plate and be the best father that he probably never had, or because it seemed like she had a father up here and it seemed like he was kind of rough. So I just wish them the best, okay, and create a new chapter in their life that's going to be one that they can be proud of. Okay, so catch me on the next reading. I'll talk to you later, y'all. Bye.